Good morning, YouTube. Sarah Winstead here, bikini athlete and coach for Pro Physique. So today we are heading to a conference. The NPC is holding a regional conference here in Atlanta. So lucky that it's so close. So we're gonna see a bunch of different representatives from the Carolinas, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Tennessee. I think even Louisiana is coming as well. And so to kick off the season, as far as the time of year and things like that, there's a lot of seminars that are around, posing seminars, and then seminars like these where they actually have IFBB pro level judges and promoters come out to local areas, meet people, hold sessions. I think I'm doing a session today about things like mindset, masters competitors, competing naturally, and then of course fit model and bikini afternoon sessions. And so it's a jam-packed day. So we're getting in a glute workout beforehand. It is refeed day, my first one, and so excited. So it's my first one, and I'm just like, okay, we've got some energy, we're hyped, it's gonna be a great day. So we're gonna head off to that here in a little bit. And, when I do conferences like this, I don't do them often, but if they are in my area, I'm definitely going because I'm a student of the sport. I'm learning. I'm a coach, obviously, but I'm also still an athlete. I'm still learning from, these top judges that are going to be here. I think even like Becky Clausen is going to be here, Steve Payne, Tim Gardner, Serge, Mo from the Carolinas as well. And so it's going to be like a really great day to hear directly from them, kind of like what they're looking for, where they see the divisions heading, especially with like bikini and fit model as well. Masters I'm excited for as well too, just because, I am 38, 37, soon to be 38. And so, so I'm excited about that. And I also get to see two of my clients in person. Oh my God, I'm so excited. This is going to be awesome. And then I think at the end, we might be able to be posing with the pros as well. So it's going to be a super fun time. I'm super excited. And, I encourage you guys, if there are local seminars in your area, conferences, learning experiences, even if it's just like your local NPC, putting on a seminar, go to it, meet people. It's nice to kind of get out with your other people that are, community and similar to you and your vibes and your tribe and all those kind of things. You never know who you're going to meet at these things as well. So it's nice to just get out, be a little bit social. Obviously I am packing my breakfast and my lunch, taking that with me because we're in prep and no excuses, but we're gonna go get a glute workout in, and then I'll start showing as many clips as I can from the seminar itself, from the posing, and then of course I'll obviously kind of talk more about what we learned today. All right, this is some of the vendors and the check-in area. As soon as you walked into the high school, there were a ton of other vendors kind of down the hallways and spaced out, with the actual federations of the NPC, as well as like local vendors. You can do like suits and like weightlifting and all those kinds of things. And then of course, this is the main auditorium where they had a slideshow going through all the different Southeastern Federation show schedules, like the national show schedule. You can see Georgia up there as well, Carolina, just a lot of access to a lot of people. Here you can see the IFBB judges and promoters that were there, a really good crop of people to hear from and learn from.
Emphasize more on the masters to compete and stay healthy and live longer, live fit, and be in this amazing society.
And so, this opportunity here is really, a chance for us to connect with you and give you guys kind of an objective, platform to ask the questions that you want and to get some legitimate feedback and to give you a little bit more information on what we're doing with the Masters shows and what that's leading to. Obviously, you guys have all seen the announcement with the Masters Olympia taking place in Tokyo, Japan this year, which is an absolutely incredible opportunity. The three of us have had the opportunity to go to Tokyo.
We've gotten. And I think that's the reason we give you guys feedback is don't make the mistakes we made, learn from us, and we want to help you in your journey. So that's another good tool. So find, forums like that you can be a part of. There's lots of great camaraderie and lots of great information. Thank you.
Lunchtime. The microwave line was so long, I was like, yeah, I'll just eat it cold. We got my beef zucchini bowl. It was refeed day, so we got 3 rice cakes with my avocado and nut butter.
A fit physique, but not the same muscularity or conditioning level as you would see on Bikini. So it is more of our gateway division. It is the entry to our sport, and despite what you may see online, it does take work. It does take effort to develop that physique. The example of what we want to see in this division is Ashley Cole-Wasser from about 2015. And I can attest that she definitely worked out for that physique. She definitely dieted. It is not easy to come up with that, but it is a more attainable physique without the extreme like hourglass shape. Like you see these ladies with the real tight waist, the curvy glutes. That's more Bikini. It's not about extremes in fit model. It's about shape and having a little bit of muscle. But I would say it's more about an overall look. The one thing with fit model in my mind is that nothing should stand out too much. Like no shoulder caps, that's big in my mind. Like you do not want defined shoulders. No etched in glutes, of course, and really glute development, but nothing extreme, and really no outline to the glutes or anything. Should flow right into the leg, which should be fit, but this is not an extremely muscular division, nor is it an extremely conditioned division. So you can have, obliques and a tight core, but we're not looking for the etched in six-pack, no lines in the legs and the quads, no severe separation at all.
Is on your left side. You're probably going to tilt like this, and this hand will be down. If your good side is your right side, it's going to be like this. It's a twist of the hips. There's a reason for the twist of the hips. It's because it's going to give the illusion of a smaller waist. So you're going to stand like this, and then when they say face the rear, you're literally just bring the leg in, flip. And this is the only pose that will be very similar to Bikini. Your feet are around, shoulder width apart. Push the hips back. We do not want to see you bend over. We're going to have our hips back. I always like to say I'd like to be able to set a drink right here. We're going to be right here, and when they say face front, you're literally just going to come back right to your front pose.
And put that number on that dominant hip, please.
If your good side is this right side, and the number's on this right side, your front pose is on the left side, and the number's on the left hip. Because if they cannot see your number, they cannot see you.
So a cool part of this conference was that after they explained the fit model division, posing criteria, they allowed anyone interested to come up on stage, work with the pros, directly with the judges on their posing, which I thought was very, very useful, especially for this new division.
We'll all have links back to npcnewsonline.com. We have all of the drug testing guidelines on there. We'll be tested for diuretics, stimulants, and anabolics. Okay? There is a TUE form, therapeutic use exemption form. So while you're tested for insulin use, if you're a diabetic, you can fill out your TUE, submit that 2 weeks prior to the show. You send it to your promoter, and the promoter will send it into the national office, or you can do it directly, and that will get you that therapeutic use exemption. At no point ever, though, is testosterone or any androgel, topicals, orals, injectables, anything that's a muscle building, doctor prescribed or otherwise supplement allowed on a TUE form. So we want to make sure that you guys are familiarizing yourselves with that. Now, something I learned a long time ago, I did natural powerlifting, and the chairman for that organization get frustrated because athletes would call him and they would say, can I take this? Can I take that? It is not my job as the promoter to understand the entire supplement industry and advise you what supplements from GNC or the vitamin shop that you can and cannot take. Because, natural is natural. All right, so familiarize yourself with that list, cross-reference to all of your supplements, and then also remember who you keep in your corner.
It's what we're trained to judge upon. So with that being said, you're going to see each and every one of these ladies do a presentation, and then we're going to do comparisons and show you exactly
how everyone has a different physique and they present it in a different way. But keep in mind too that these are professionals. In the amateurs, we don't allow that much time on there. The longer you're out there, the more time we have to pick you apart. Okay, so you gotta remember that. Someone laughed at that. But it's true. So front, rear, come to the front, do a curtsy, and file off. You know, present it, know what you're delivering, and get off stage. Because a lot of times when you're nervous, if you don't know what you're bringing, you could spin around and do 12 poses and land none of them, you know? So it's important to deliver what you have, present your pros, hide your cons, and file off, okay?
Towards the back and hold it. You see it's a nice controlled walk. It's not too fast, not too slow. There's a little swivel to the hips, but the glutes are nice and high. What we're looking for here is essentially any jiggle, any difference in conditioning, whether it be excess body fat, any water that you're holding. We can see it when you walk, and that's what we're looking for. And they're walking very deliberately so that they don't give anything away. If you step too hard, if you drop your glutes, you're going to show a weakness to us, and it's not going to show your physique in the best light. So as you can see, their posture is perfect. They're just a little swivel to the hips, which is achieved just by crossing your feet over. That's all you have to do. And their posture is nice and high. And face front. And then walk it back. And you'll see when they walk it forward, it's a little bit faster, but they're all still doing a little bit of the crossover. And it gives a nice swivel to your hips, and as you ladies said earlier, it also turns you as you walk forward. Most of us do not like to be seen straight on. It's just, we want to show that hourglass shape, and it just gives a little twist to your waist, a little bit more shape to you as you walk forward.
What's up, guys? So we are heading home off the interstate, so I can actually talk to you guys now. So, because it was a little bit trafficy on a weekend heading back, but man, that was a long day. I'm gonna kind of compile my thoughts about everything, but man, that was fun. That was such a fun day, being with all of my fellow aliens and all of my peoples and learning and, you know, hearing straight from, you know, IFBB pro judges and promoters and, you know, Olympians and people in this sport and stuff like that as well. All the positivity that I heard today as well about the future of the NPC, especially with things like the Natural Federation and Fit Model and all that kind of stuff. I think it's really exciting, and you know, these events continue to reaffirm to me that I'm in the right spot, you know, both personally as a competitor, but also professionally as a coach. And the messaging that I'm communicating to my clients, the philosophies that I hold as a coach, and the community that we build together. So very excited about it, very tired. Even though today was a refeed day, I still feel extremely tired. It doesn't, you know, take all that kind of stuff away. Had a lot of energy drinks today and everything like that, but it was awesome. Like, had spent like 35 minutes of the car ride listening to, like, you know, yoga music to like start to come down a little bit from the day, because yeah, the energy in there is so awesome, the vibe is so awesome, the people are incredible, and so I encourage anyone, you know, go to seminars, go meet other people, go, you know, explore outside your comfort zone and stuff like that as well. I got to, you know, meet 2 of my clients in person today, which was so cool. I really, really, really enjoyed that. And so, yeah, I would say push yourself out of your comfort zone, get in there, meet some people, say hi. I met like new people today as well. I said hi to people. You know, we were all kind of standing around. There was a long line for the microwave and people were just like eating all their prep food, all of us together crushing it. So it was a fantastic day, but I'm almost home. I'm so excited to get to see Daniel and Yuna and like calm down. Because I know for me, as soon as I like put on comfy clothes and lay down, it's going to be game over. So I will definitely recap the workshop and the conference for you guys here in the next clip. But for right now, I can see my house. So I'll talk to you soon. All right, guys. So as you saw, I got a decent amount of footage from the conference. going over different sessions. I definitely think the highlights for me for the day were definitely like, I mean, I loved the mindset with Mo. That was super helpful. And it just kind of reaffirmed how I do talk about mindset with my clients and on this channel as well, as far as just like, you know, staying positive, communicating with people, and challenging yourself too, to step out of your comfort zone, which is what this sport is, especially for me as a competitor on stage with not like a pageant or like a dance background. So, love the natural session. That was really interesting as far as like going over, you know, obviously the things that are banned, how the drug testing works. I honestly didn't know about that TUE form that they have for people that might be on prescription medication like diabetics and things like that, that can still compete naturally. And so it was a really good session. That was very well attended at one of the bigger sessions of the day for sure. Fit Model was great, just hearing more directly from people like Becky and Mo about the criteria for that division. They're being very, very strict about that. And they just had the first pro qualifier in Japan. And they definitely showed, you know, what this division is about by crowning the first pro. And so I think we're going to continue to learn more about the division, especially Fit Model, as more national shows happen, especially here in the States. I don't know if it's going to be at Pittsburgh or not, but it'll definitely obviously be at places like Junior USA's, Junior Nationals, Universe, et cetera, throughout the season. So definitely excited about that division. I think there was a lot of interest, honestly, from what I saw in that session, from what you guys also saw from the girls posing on stage. A lot of interest in Fit Model, a lot of first timers. And so I'm super stoked, and I remain super stoked about this new division. The bikini session, I heard it directly from Becky, which was, I was like, oh, okay, thank you. Just wanted to hear it like out loud from a IFBB pro level judge, that bikini is not getting any bigger. And I'm just like, thank you, God, for not doing that, because I'm like, the way that it's trending right now, and I know you guys see this as well, it's just like, it's getting a little bit big, guys. So, so that was very nice and heartening to hear about the division, about what they understand and what they realize about bikini. And also, I truly believe that contributed to their decision to add the NPC Natural as a separate, you know, entity, as well as Fit Model as a different division of what bikini was back in like the mid 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 range, before things got a little bit crazy. So, but it was still an extremely beneficial conference to go to. Loved meeting my clients. I actually got a picture with my client Brianna and Maria Acosta, who is competing in the Arnold, and she is an IFBB bikini pro, and so sweet and so wonderful, and around the same height, as you can kind of tell, as my client Brianna, under 5 feet. And so it was really helpful for Brianna to get direct posing help from her, because there's similar structures, similar stature, similar heights, and things like that as well. Class A girls. I'm unfortunately Class B. Not unfortunately, but you know, you'll see obviously in the picture, like I look gargantuan because I'm in my heels and they're not. And so yes, that was super fun meeting her in person, hanging out. I met my client William in person as well. And so it was just all around, honestly, a fun day. And like I said, it continues to just validate me that, you know, I am in the right sport as an athlete. I'm also in the right like career and profession as a coach. You know, just hearing straight from them, learning from them, being a student of the sport, continuing to grow as a coach, and soak it all in so that way I can help my athletes the best that I possibly can and continue to grow with the sport. So, yeah, it was a great conference. So I'm sitting on the floor here because Yuna is snuggling. And I've got my bubbles. So cheers, guys. That'll take care of this video for the NPC conference. What's next? What's on my whiteboard? I've got a couple of options here. Prep Q&A, upper body training request, and a morning evening routine request. And so if you guys have other topics or ideas, shoot them below, but I'll definitely maybe even try to do the upper body training video next, since I haven't done a training video in a while. That'll probably be really good. I do have in my brain, not written down, but I need to write it down because prep brain, to do a second full day of eating with my refeed. As far as like showing you guys how to increase carbohydrates without really increasing things like fats or proteins. It's harder to do. It requires a lot more planning. But again, once you find what works, put it on repeat. So thank you guys again so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all the things. You guys know what to do. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.